Hey there, lads and lasses. This here, of course, is Thunderhand 64, coming at you live from the west coast of the United States. Here on a Wednesday, it is a little bit past noontime. That can only mean time is for that can only mean it's time for Generations. So I'd like to welcome in our friends. You guys can see the auto shout-outs for each of them. There's our fellow buffoon, Genie, and let me see, the mighty, the one and only Cyclopsalops, and of course, friend, moderator, and fellow buffoon, Princess Nebula. Welcome in there, kids. So before we get rolling here on Generations, a couple of announcements. This past Sunday, we've launched Season 6 of Buffooncraft, and it is so much fun. We are having an awesome time with that. I'm still processing the video from Sunday's launch. I'm a little bit behind on my video processing for the last couple of streams and stuff, so I got to get caught up on that. Weird we're not hearing the VIP on my talking shoutout now. Yeah, we're seeing it. So we have to change that. So, of course, some of the former buffoon VIPs are now full-fledged buffoons. Cheska's being one of them, a real foolish Sage being the other, and I believe Lux as well. Plus, we have a new buffoon this season, Skipjack 81. And Skip is awesome. He's fitting right in with us. God help him. But Jeannie, let me make a note of that so I can update those for both you, Sage, and Lux as well. There we go. Okay, and also, it is a new month, November. And that means we need a new redeem, a new video redeem for this month. So I have a couple of candidates for that. And I haven't set up the redeem yet, but I shall. It should be ready before Friday's Buffooncraft stream. So you guys will get to all take it for a spin at that time. Also, remember that whenever I make a new video redeem, I always, in the Behind the Redeem channel on our Discord, I always give a little bit of a rundown on the origin of the redeem, where it comes from and everything. Some of them are quite old, and so I figured I'd help some of you youngsters out there by giving you the reference. But some of you can still get the references. Sometimes I like to make my references a little bit more modern so everybody gets them. And I think I'll do that this time around. Yeah, I think I will. So I have a couple of choices. And I think I'm going to go with a newer kind of redeem reference, video reference this time around. But that should be ready Friday. All right, let us log on to Generations. I believe when last we left off for Generations, shuffling things around on my desk here. There we go. Right. Okay. When last we left off on Generations, we were getting coral because we were doing the subsurface terraforming for the Apiary Isle. I've been cranking so hard on Buffooncraft the last few days. So it's going to be nice because I've been in full panic mode, full panic building mode on Buffooncraft to get things finished and early game. And it's going to be nice to relax on Generations with you guys. I'm really going to enjoy that. So without further ado, Alonzi. Oh yeah, that's right. We were here. Okay. How much? I think I just arrived here, and I really didn't get a chance to. Yeah, right. We were going to pick up some more of this stuff. That's right. And I think we were going with the brain coral and the fire coral. So we flew on out here to get some of this, and that's how we ended the last stream. So yeah, let's there's our there's our conduit. Conduit. All right, how was I doing this? I think I was doing this like this. What? Oh yeah, that's right. I was in creative mode on the creative test world. Oh, now I'm in adventure mode. Thunder, please, please. There. Okay, that's where I need to be. Yeah, so I'm designing the trading hall this season, and so I was in the Generations creative test world, working on the design for that. Yeah, right. So we know the two of the types that we're going to get, so let's just chew this stuff on down here. But I've been having a wonderful time with the buffoons at the opening of Season 6. It has been so funny. We've got ourselves an awesome crew this season. We always have an awesome crew. But this season in particular, we are re-energized, and you really got to check out the streams. When you guys see the auto shoutouts there for Genie and Nebula and the rest when they log on there, please go check them out. The streams are hilarious. I adore coral stuff. It's so beautiful, huh? The trading hall looks so good. Thank you. I'm trying so hard to get that thing built. Nebula has been a really big help. The other buffoons have been helping me too. Nebs has been doing a lot though. Nebs and I making the extra effort to coordinate our builds. Nebs and Shut cranked out the iron farm right from the get-go. And then there's elements of the trading hall and the iron farm that are going to be combined. So Nebs and I are trying to coordinate that when that time comes. Meanwhile, my nose is to the grindstone, literally, on that. I haven't been able to do much exploring around the server, so I've been watching and exploring vicariously through my fellow buffoons' streams. It's cool, so they can go out and I can watch it. I'd rather be doing that myself because it's so much fun, and that's an aspect of the game I really like doing. But, right. But at least I can watch them do it. And I can learn where everything is. We do have the seed for this season. We could look things up, but, you know, it's fun to just watch the other buffoons struggle. They go find all the stuff, and then when we need things, we know where to go. Nebs is still server MVP by far. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to challenge that. I'm looking at Nebs playfully, and not really, of course, because she knows your build plan and won't say anything until you do. That's my Nebula! Actually, the next major thing to do is to build 2 pumpkin farms. I'm going to build a higher output temporary one right now, just so we can get more trading done, and then we're building the massive one underneath it. And the massive one is going to be, in fact, I will show you here on Generations. It's going to be modeled after my Generations pumpkin farm. And so I came on Generations, God, I forget. All the days are running together for me now. It was either last night or the night before. And I tweaked the one on Generations to get the water stream and the pumpkin delivery system. And so I'll show that later off in the stream too. Even though this is a generation stream, it's a generation stream. I can show a little bit of Buffooncraft kind of stuff that I'm doing on Generations. Kind of a crossover if you think about it. Fix my headphone cable here. There we go. You know, one thing I don't like about these kinds of headphones is they have the plug-in jack. I hate those because the jack never fits in there tight, and it's always, and then you lose the right ear or the left ear every time you turn. I hate that. I'm thinking of just soldering, hard wiring it right in there. They go find all the jungle, you mean? Yes. I have to keep all the secrets, otherwise, what kind of friend am I? You are the best friend of all. Hello, Magic Secret accounts. I like to think I'm quite good with names. Was part of my past career. Right now, we're just fishing around here, getting ourselves the supplies we need for our terraforming. And then when I fly on back, I can, I'll swing by the, Chamber of Commerce, and we'll drop down. We'll take a quick look at the pumpkin farm. I'll give you guys a little bit of a preview of what I'm planning to do in Generations. But the buffoons have been absolutely crazy, though. Did I say Generations? I meant Buffooncraft. You can look in Generations for my plans for Buffooncraft. But the buffoons have been absolutely bananas. Lone Star went and made the mob farm. I think day 2, we had the mob farm up and running. I think Nova's working on the collection system for that right now. Nebs and Shot made the iron farm. That might have even been... Nebs, correct me if I'm wrong. Was that day 1? Did we have the iron farm up and running day 1? Trying to make a mod pack that's kind of fresh, updated a bit. And I can't do that unless I make a name for it. You know, mod making is something I've got to get into a little bit. I have a couple of ideas for mods. And I've cracked open MCreator a couple of times to take a look at it. But it hasn't led it to anything for me. So if you're making mods, all the power to you. I need something like spicy and more like fiery, although the weird thing is I can't use fire or anything like flame. Why not? Jeannie's saying day 1, yes. I thought so, because I thought I remember overhearing on the Buffooncraft on the mic when we were all underground mining for iron early game. And Nebs is like, you know what? I've had enough of this. Let's just go build a farm. I have to admit, though, it was a lot of fun doing the early game with you guys. I really missed that aspect. And we have a lot of lore and some pre-designed structures and some vanilla enhanced kinds of mods. But we also preserved the early game portion of the launch, which a lot of us, which is very dear to a lot of us. All farms we have was day 1, other than the mob. That was day 2. Well, we're on, let me see. We're on day 4 with the trade hall, and that still isn't done yet. Don't tell the teacher I did bad math. Oh, you can tell the teacher that you did bad math. I can help you with that, you know. That's my job. Or that was my job, but I can still help. Funny story is, I would make mods, although I always just like forget it and then run out of time at the last second. It sounds like your pacing is similar to mine. And it's like harder when they're like, sorry, and we don't support help with that version you're trying to make. Oh, you're singing my song there. That's why I said, you know, I've opened up mCreate a couple of times and poked around in there, but it hasn't really led to much for me, and it's just like that. Like, I don't have anybody to consult. And I'm sure eventually I can figure it out, you know, but, you know, it just takes so much time, and I just don't have the time for it. I've got too many other things going on. And I'm no longer a young man. Nebs, you and I were talking earlier about just relaxing and doing grindy stuff on stream. This is nice. Look at this. We got a beautiful setting here. We're underwater, just casually mining coral. Just annihilating the ecosystem here. Oh, I guess I wandered a little too far away from the conduit. Dude, I have a physics test tomorrow. Awk. What stuff are you being assessed on for physics right now? Is it the kinematics with the algebra trig based? Or is it statics and dynamics? Speaking of, Nebs was there. I literally halted my stream to Math Rage the other day. Aw, and I missed that? When did that happen? Remember your last stream, I was lurking for a little bit, and I didn't see that. It's like I have time to make mods. When I get to it, and then all of a sudden, it's just like, oops. I only made one weird dimension with mCreator for 1.12.2. Wow, that was a while ago. Oh, unless you made the mod now for that back version, yeah. Not necessarily, right? Oh, yeah, no, the closest I've ever gotten to making mods is opening CurseForge. But Cyclopsalops is good, man. When they're making those events and stuff, Lad knows his stuff, man. He does. You and Pleasant and your crew, you guys really impressed me. Sup, nerds, taters. Oh, God, physics. Because that's pretty much the only thing M Creator is useful for if you can't make like a specific dimension yourself with code. Yeah. Again, you know, I could probably figure out the code. You know, I can code Python. And most in C, C++. And most of the C derivatives are similar enough, the object-oriented stuff. But again, you know, relearning that stuff and figuring it out, it just takes so much time. For me, it's not worth it. I'd rather have someone else do that. I gotta write stuff about this. PPL are trying to build this one glacier, and I gotta yap about energy. Well, I gotta go here shortly. Imager Kerr, is that how you say that? Welcome on in. I've spent the day mathing, and someone tried to tell me I math wrong, and I went super mad with math rage. There we go. Bye-bye. Banhammer. I just mean trying to code a whole dimension takes like 3 days if you're running out of time. Yes. Especially if you're not taking like a pre-existing dimension, right, and just altering it. If you're building up an entire dimension from scratch, yep. In fact, 3 days is actually pretty impressive. That would take me a lot longer to do that. Squiddy, please. You're shortening your lifespan right now, whether you realize it or not. All right, I've got to keep an eye on the time here. 12:26. I mean, I want to get some of this coral, but I don't want to spend the entire stream doing this. All right, let's skim the surface here. Psych. Yeah, some folks can code their own dimension in one day. Yep. Good for them. I wish I could. We all still make mistakes. I often make arithmetic mistakes when I'm doing my math up on the board. The students have my back, though. If I miss something up there, they'll let me know. And I don't rage about it. In fact, there's times where I have purposely made mistakes just to see if the students are paying attention. That's how evil I can be. Then when I get to the end of my computation, I'll pause and I'll wait. And then they'll lose points if they don't point it out. In fact, I think I used to do that on Fridays. I would purposely put a mistake in the lesson, and it was up to them to find it. And that's how you do student engagement, people. Because young people love criticizing old people, and so they will not pass up that opportunity. But you've got to be, you got to be a super secure teacher to do that, because a lot of my colleagues, they don't like the criticism, and they would never set themselves up like that. I do, because it's worth it, because the students need that engagement, right? After all, I am the most secure man you'll ever meet. Yep. Yep. Okay, that's funny. You accidentally gave me a name for my new mod pack. Oh, awesome. Thunder would have been cackle laughing at the rage, honestly, and proud. Thunder would have been proud. I think I would have. I'm always proud of you guys. I may or may not change the name later, although now it should work as a temporary name or a full-term name. And here I am learning that my Alt key can act similar to a max option key. I'm not a yes, it can. Yeah. Now, I love some teachers who make mistakes on purpose, although it depends on which subject you're doing that. Yeah, I guess, right? Yeah, that's something I deploy. I sound like I'm very frivolous in the way I use that, but I'm not. You've got to do that very, very carefully, though. You have to make sure that you set that up and the students know, because otherwise, if you make a mistake and the students aren't paying attention, they're not looking for it, they could copy the mistake and learn how to do it wrong, right? So and of course, you can't, if you're like a physics teacher or any kind of science teacher, especially a chemistry teacher, right? Yeah, you couldn't do that for a lab. That would be super dangerous. Because I hate it when teachers do that, because I don't like speaking in class and I don't want to correct people. Oh, well, you don't have to. There's other ways around. But I can understand that. That's like, that's just a case, though, of, trying to take a negative and turn it into a positive, right? One thing I absolutely despise, though, is when a teacher makes a mistake and they don't own up to it, because they have pride and presumed superiority. I do not like that. And when I was math department chair, I would not let our teachers do that. No, I would not. But like I said, you know, you have to be a very, very secure person to be able to handle that. And a lot of people aren't. A lot of people are very insecure. Yeah, we're doing fairly well. This is a very, very productive reef here that I'm obliterating. How am I doing for time here? 12:34. Good. We can still get ourselves some more coral here. We're doing good. We're doing well. I shovel well. Let's see here. Yeah, mine faster. I'm sorry, didn't mean to. Gotta go wash off. Horse stench. Lurk. No. Okay, taters. Oh no, let me teach rocket science and make a mistake. Yeah, like I said, you know, in some situations, yeah, you don't want to do that. All right, let's go get this stuff before it despawns. But really, it's mostly just cleaning up our mess. Look at all that beautiful coral and some sea pickles to boot. After Buffooncraft Season 4, I think I've had more than enough of the sea pickles. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Let me see. I think I cleared out this area fairly well. I mean, I could get some more. We'll get a little bit more. But we don't need a lot. And you can see some ocean ruins there. Okay, great. All right, I like that. I like that. Okay. Let's go get some of the fire here. Caught up in our chat here. I mean, technically, this isn't recommended, although it seems as if I can't really make mod packs effectively using Dropbox using only one account. Oh, you mean transferring the files back and forth? Yeah, like sometimes I'll use Discord for that, although it has the file size limitation. But I think I know what you mean there. Dramatic skies, texture pack, render distance set full. We've got a little seaside village there. We've got a little temple over there. It's nice. Oh yeah, I forgot my bed is underwater. This is something I remember learning from Nebula in the very first year of stream. Not the first year of Minecraft, but the first year of stream. There it is. See, I purposely put the sea pickles on there so I'd be able to find it. Look, you can sleep underwater. Yeah, in no way I have money to pay for upgraded storage at the moment. Hey, you know, if it works, like when and if I get revenue from one of my mod packs, then yes, it might be possible. So, and Ginny says, okay, lurk time. Appreciate the lurk, Ginny. I've got about 20 minutes before first break. All right, let's do this. And so I think I'm just going to harvest the coral here up until that point, and then Puffy, please. Then we'll bring this back to the Apiary Isle, and we'll do some terraforming. But we will stop into the Generations Chamber of Commerce and the depot on Mushroom Island Central, and we'll take a look at that system there. Okay. Chewing through the coral here. Like a Minecrafting pro. Cool thing about Season 6 is a lot of the buffoons are streaming. So you viewers will get to see a lot of our streams. I think Lux was streaming earlier today. Nebs, I believe Nebs is streaming tomorrow. I think Jeannie streamed last night. Was it last night, Jeannie? Jeannie's lurking. I shouldn't bother. I got 20 minutes until I have to leave. Okay. I wonder how harsh Dropbox is on having multiple accounts. Not really sure. I have two. At one time, I was running 2 of those accounts for Dropbox because I was working at a school that used Dropbox. And so I would, and then I have my personal Dropbox. And I would often, from the lessons I made at home, the videos and stuff, I would interchange them between the two. And I didn't have that much trouble, but that was, let me see, we're 2024? That was probably like 10 years ago, so I don't know if the policies for Dropbox have changed since then. And I use Google Drive almost exclusively now. So, not because I think it's better than Dropbox or anything. It's just, you know, different organizations I've worked for use it. So, I just got accustomed to using it. I don't really prefer one over the other at this point, but. All right, this is cool. Hello? Is that a puffy? No, because I'm not poisoned. Why am I taking damage? Is there a drown nearby? I don't see any tridents, though. It's kind of weird. Why was I taking damage? Yeah, it wasn't a pufferfish because I'm not poisoned. So, whatever. Carrying on. What? I was eating and had my headphones off. I'm not sure. Several comments have passed, so. Yeah, look at how beautiful this is. You know, I actually regret destroying this. I mean, look at this ravine down here. That looks cool. When were the coral reefs added with the aquatic update? Was that 1.13 or 1.14? For Generations, that was way back in Generation 2, I believe. That was 13, 1.13. You know how I know. Yeah, you made a mod for that. All right. 12:49. Okay. All right. Getting a little closer to our halftime break. Getting a little closer to the halftime break. Which I need to fill, during which I need to refill my drink and then switch to standing mode. Uh-oh, we're getting a little far away from the from the conduit. And it's getting close to nighttime, or we need to do the sleeping thing. There we are. Kind of a variation on our Bastion faceplant sleep. Redeem. That's a heck of a lot easier to do underwater. That's when I stopped playing Minecraft and tried looking for a clear water mod while looking on my 1.12.2 mod pack. 13 was aquatic, 14 was village and pillage, 15 was bees. Nebs, the encyclopedia of Minecraft. 16 was nether, 17 caves and cliffs. Part 1, 18, part 2, 19, the wild and deep dark. 20 was trails and tales, 21 tricky trials. Thank you, Nebula, for the entire rundown of Minecraft updates. So you know what? Let's get just a little bit more. It's 12:52. All right. Okay, we can get some over here, I guess, right? I think I can hear bones somewhere breaking. We have skellies, like, sequestered under here somewhere. I think I can hear their bones rattling. Whatever. You bring it, Skelly. You bring it. This is Generations. This isn't early game Buffooncraft Season 6. This is Generations, pal. You messing with the man right now. I could have added that 12 color before that. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Getting all the ready bits. More of the brainy stuff. Okay, got that good. Wow, this reef is actually so big. And it's cool that I'm only taking one kind of coral out of it, because then I feel a little less guilty about obliterating this beautiful reef. It's not too far away either. I'm about, I don't know, 3,000 blocks out in both directions. So from 0, 0, that would be 3,000 times root 2. So roughly like 4,500, somewhere around there. A little bit less. Ready bits. Ruddy bits. Isn't that the same thing, at least similar? Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. I'm going to go finish my food. Be back in a bit. Okay. I'm about to do the break anyway. Uh-oh. Oh, that's what happened earlier. Even though it was day, it was still light enough, but I went out of range of the beacon. And that's why I started taking damage. That's why. Yeah, during the daytime, it's not as obvious, too. Someone like me. Yeah, there we go. See, it's quite a bit brighter. All right, let's offload this. Here we are. And you know what? I think that'll just about do it for gathering coral. We'll have enough to do what we need to do. Yeah, that looks good. Hey, get back here. Let's do that and that. Let me see, is this Silk Touch? Oh, no, it's not. All right, so you got to check that before breaking the ender chest. And we should break down the conduit. I want to make sure that conduit went into my inventory because I didn't see it. And I don't see it. Where is it? There it is. Precious. Although I do have 2 of those. So, all right. This way. And this way. Yeah, there we go. Let's fly them back, and then we'll take a break. I'll run some ads, and then we'll come back and finish up. All right, I'm heading out. Bye. Hey, have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping in, man. All right. We're almost there. Can I make it back before sundown? Uh-oh. Chunks, please load. Chunks, please. I hope I land on water. Good. We should probably do some sleeping anyway. Although we're almost there. This might be a good time to break, actually. Let's do that and that. Great. I think we're okay. No, box O rockets. So flight duration 1s. There we go, the D3s. That's what I want. Yeah, okay. That stuff can go in there. That's fine. We're almost back anyway. There's our drown farm that Kachi and I built long, long, long ago. This mountain over here is incredible. Uh-oh. We're getting some chunk loading issues, although I am at maximum render right now. All right. Apiary Isles here. Let's touch on down. then when we get back from break, I'll bring you guys over to the depot. All right, I'm going to do be right back for a few minutes. Let's run some ads. Probably about maybe 3 minutes. And I'm back too. All right. Let me see. I need to restart the soundtrack, evidently. There we go. From both foods and ads. Okay. Let's bring the volume down a little bit. Yikes. Tiny mouse. The children's mouse is hard for me to use. Okay, let's go back to where we left off. Okay, here we go. Let's first off, huh? Oh yeah, that's right. It auto sets to creative. That's the default because Baby Zombie Rush. There we go. Survival again. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let us see. We can bring this stuff over. We'll be fine. Oh, really? Did I leave a mess here the last time? Look at that. How disgraceful. I love this place. So everyone who has been a guest on Generations has their own room in the hotel. There's Luck's room. Neb's room. My room. Kachi's room is up there. Tezzy's is up there. Pleasant Player is down there. Yeah. Okay. Right. We wanted to take a look at the pumpkin farm. Which is right there. So I'm going to go with this kind of thing for our Buffooncraft pumpkin farm. And I'm going to use it in just this way. I'm going to build it directly under the trading hall. The Buffooncraft one, though, is not going to be as wide. I'm going to make it fit all in one chunk. So it'll probably be about this wide. And it'll go all the way down. And I might have them opposing each other. Like, I might have pumpkins on this side, and then mirrored on the other side, I'll have watermelons, the melons. And then I'll just have dual streams, and that way I won't have to sort them. That's the Came farm over there. So what I did is just experimented with the... I changed this out. Before, I just had a collection system right here with just a couple of chests on here. Nebs, I had to change your glass pumpkin face on here so I could get the water stream up there. But maybe we'll work something out with that. But this is cool because it doesn't use the mine carts or anything like that. It just uses the straight-on water stream. And you don't need the dispenser to collect them and eject them into the water stream. The velocity and the blue ice will just rocket them right into the stream and right on up. Very cool. So it's a pretty high-powered farm for early game. The challenge is getting the observers and the pistons. The pistons aren't so bad, but we need a tree farm. We do have an iron farm. But getting the redstone and the wood without a tree farm is pretty challenging. And, of course, getting the quartz is kind of challenging as well for the observers. But this is a really good system for that. Nice vertical system. On the XZ plane, it's a narrow footprint because it's underground and it's vertical. Super cool. And so it's rocketing them right up there. And then for collection... Ow, my face. We're up a little too high. Let's head on down. This collects into the farmer system, the farmer's level. Of course, that's where we're going to use them, right? Hey, fellas. And so that water stream comes right up into here. Then you have an opposing water stream right there at a 90-degree angle. A little bit of blue ice. Just simply goes directly into the hoppers, like no redstone at all. And then I think I just put this on last night and before I logged off. And, you know, that's plenty of pumpkins. That's 12 double chests. So, yeah, well, I don't know if I can actually do the sleeping there. I'll have to do it down here. But even though, now there's the horizontal kind of farm. Let's do the sleeping. That's roughly a, well, I mean, you can make it any size. I guess the minimum is somewhere around maybe 9 by 9. And it has the pistons above, and it crushes and breaks them from above. And then you can stack those on top of each other. I believe Shut built one of those. Shut Mountain built one of those in Buffoon Skies, and those are pretty high output. Those are pretty high output, but they use the rails and stuff. I'm not saying one's particularly better than the other, but I think early game this one's a little bit easier. The output's a little bit less, but you can have more levels. So I think I'll start off just by making about 3 or 4 levels up like this, and then later in the game I can add the other levels all the way up. So this will still shoot all the way up to the trade hall, but as we get later and later into the game, we can do this. So that's the idea. The tiny one would like that you have a tiny mouse. I would like that tiny one has a tiny mouse. Tiny mouse for me, though, tiny one is a problem. Thunder, by the way, she has been loving watching the Buffooncraft and asks about your build and how things are coming along. Tiny one, I'm in full panic mode, trying to get that built as quickly as possible. But Mama's a lot of help. Mama's a lot of help. The other buffoons are helpful too. Have pumpkins and melons looking at each other? Yeah. So I'm thinking on just having the pumpkins on one side, water stream, melons on the other, having 2 water chutes on either side, a little bit like this, maybe a little closer together, and sending each up to its own set of chests above. The melon farm will have the auto crafting on it to recraft the slices back into whole melons. That'll probably happen down below here, and by the time they reach the top, they'll be recrafted. The melon farm will be a little bit slower, but we need less melons than we do pumpkins. So, yeah, that's fine. It was just a cute thing, not important. Oh, the pumpkin face, yeah. So we formerly had like a glass pumpkin face here with the orange glass and the black that made the face and stuff. We may put that in there again somehow. We'll see. I built the melon one on the VIP server. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I remember now. Yep. I had to think of the VIP server. I haven't been on there in quite a while, so. Yeah, there they go. So you can see it's not a super crazy output because it takes a while for these guys to grow. But I did some reading up on it, and the chunk has to be loaded. Now, this is in spawn chunks, so that's cool. But also the player has to be within 128 blocks, at least according to the wiki it does. So just as long as I'm within the 128 block range, this thing will always run. In fact, whenever I come down here, this thing's always overflowing with pumpkins. So, but also, when you put the right amount of glass into this thing's also fun to watch. The thing is, you have to have the lighting, though, because the pumpkins will not work, will not grow, nor will the melons without any lighting. So I'm not going to use the jack-o'-lanterns this time around. I think what I'm going to use, I think the cool thing to use would be the glowberry vines. just run a couple of glowberry vines right down there to provide the light. I think that'll be the best. It'll look nice too. I mean, this looks kind of fun too. I like this, but I think on the Buffooncraft server, that's what I'm going to do. I would love to have the. Let's shut that off. I would love to have the lanterns on the back like I put here so you can see it working. So whenever you see them lighting up, that means a pumpkin grew and then it was harvested. I might be able to get away with doing that in Buffooncraft eventually, but it's going to be underground and nobody's going to see that. In Generations, people see this. I come down into the depot a lot, quite often, and so that's why I did this here. Buffooncraft, folks won't see it. It'll be under the trading hall. So, and there's nothing else under there. But these farms are easy to build. It's just gathering the resources. The pistons aren't so bad, but the observers are pretty expensive early game, and you need a lot of them. Okay. Let's get back to work. Let's do some terraforming in whatever time we have left. I love this place. This place is so beautiful. Okay. Let us... let's take that out right there. And what did I do with those? Here we go. We've been needing that. And you know what? Here we go. Let's do this. And let's put our conduit back in here. Let's get this. Let's get that. Get that and that. Those go back. Okay, I meant to unload this other stuff back into the depot while we were down there, but I wanted to decorate the Buffooncraft Season 6 trading hall with the decorated pots, but I need 48 of them. And these are so hard to get. I love them, though. I love the look of them, but it's like, look, you know what I'm saying. That's maybe later in the game, right? Let's grab that. Let's just offload the stuff that we have here. How did the smooth stone get in there? And the redstone. Weird. Weird. And we'll just chuck our extra bed in there for now. And we don't need 2 buckets of water. And I think we're good. That should do it. Let's grab some of this. This is the brain coral, horn coral though? Tube coral, bubble coral, no. But brain coral, yes. Right, yes. Horn coral, yeah, I didn't need those other ones. And then some of the fire coral, right? How did the bubble coral get in there? There. Okay, that should be enough. All right. Let's get under here. Okay, so I think... All right, trying to resume my pattern here. I think I was filling this layer here with the brain stuff. Okay, I like it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. The peaceful terraforming. Spamming coral. There we go. Yeah, something like that. And let me see. I'm technically about 1, 2, 3, 4, just about on the 5th layer, right? I think I'm getting the feel for where I left off. Oh, am I out of the brain coral? I think I am. All right. So you guys can see this edge right here. This face right here. And that's kind of like, that's what we're going for. Oh, it's nighttime. I love this Dramatic Skies texture pack. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hello, bumblebees. Okay, let's stock up on the coral. Let's see. I think I was doing a bit of that. That's good. Yeah, here we go. I think this is a little confusing. Sometimes I mess this up. I mean, I don't have to fix it, but I think some of you know I'm gonna. Okay, that's good. I see you. Yeah, you're not sneaking up on anyone. Oh, he's not packing a trident either. Bye-bye. Here we go. Peacefully spamming coral. Gotta love this game. Yeah, see, sometimes I do stuff like this and it throws me off a little bit. Yeah, that's supposed to be there. Okay, I get it. No biggie. Fishy. Yeah, some of this is a little bit off the pattern. I mean, it's not a big deal, but again, you know, it throws me off a little bit. And then I have to start thinking, and think he's bad. Yeah, that's a little messed up in there. I'll look at that a little bit after. Okay. So we can do that. Right. Okay, so that needs filling. This does that and that. Good enough. That's good enough. Okay, I think that's it for that layer, although I need to add about maybe 2 more. I think it's all filled, though, all the way around. Well, maybe not so much in the front here, right? Let's just do that. Yeah, some of this needs to be filled in. That's right. Okay, so let's put this in the offhand like this, so make things go a little bit quicker. Okay, looking good. Squiddy! Okay, and then we're around here. Okay, so now we'll switch. We'll speckle in that dead fire coral. And I think that's it. Right. Okay, so that's okay for that. Let's get this into place. And let's do... So let me see. That's like an integrated layer, right? With the layer above it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So... Okay, yeah, so I can go around with one kind of block and then finish up with the other. Just makes things a little easier. That way I'm not switching the blocks constantly. Let's do that instead. I think I'm actually getting a little faster at this now. It's about time. I've only done that much, and I'm just, like, picking up the rhythm of it now. This should actually be that. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, yeah, that's good right there. Good right there. Yeah, that needs to be swapped out. Uh-oh. I'm out of the brainy bits again. Well, no. Just in my offhand, I am. I wonder how long it's going to take me to close this layer around the island. It shouldn't take that long. Of course, I'm just... can't help but be distracted by these guys. There's so much fun! Wow, that was a complete miss. Please chart it. Come on back. Right behind his wrinkly, prunish eyes. Look at that. I think it's raining on the surface. By the way, am I the only buffoon who's noticed that it's hardly rained at all, if at all, on the Buffooncraft server, Season 6 server? Usually that's an ongoing joke with the buffoons and I. Because for some reason it does seem to rain a lot. But Season 6, not so much so. Now we're cooking with gas, people. And I think we're good, right? Well, let's get around the side and have ourselves a butcher. A butcher. Right. We're coming around the front. Okay, I think we're good. Let's switch out for the dead fire coral. Let's do that. Right there. There we go. Okay, proceeding well. Let's just do that. I like the way that this is flowing. Dude! Man's trying to work here. I think we're out of the fire coral. Gonna have to get some more, or at least it's not in our left hand. There it is. All right, I'm liking that. Let's do that. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there we go. This is the ASMR portion of the stream. The delightful sound of me skewering drowns. Where did he go? There he is. So relaxing. You want some more of that? We should get over to the drown farm. Oh my god. Kachi and I had a lot of fun building that thing. That was really cool. Although I think I've got a better design for it now, though. Okay, I think we're good there, right? I think the cobble integrated into this very well. I like that. All right, so that's 1、2、3、4、5. And we're starting to get down into the thick stuff. Into the darker blocks. I'm wondering if I should make one more layer around. I mean, we have all the coral we need to do that, so we may as well use it, right? Sure, Thunder. Sure. Whatever you say. All right. Let's make one more pass with the coral. That's it. That's it. Crank it right along. In fact, I have to go fetch Kachi right after this. But maybe some of the other buffoons will be streaming. Although this is an odd time slot for a lot of them. But usually I raid out to Genie at this point. Genie's usually on. Stone did fire coral a little bit more. Oh, that walking hurt, although it did feel nice. Welcome back to the quiet portion of the stream where we're just spamming coral blocks. All right, I need to go up for some more fire coral. Oh, look who's waiting for me up there. And me without my shield. Watch this. Ha! Any others? I think not. All right, you gray-skinned grumblies. Have some of that, would you? There's the brain coral, there's some tough brain coral. Okay, let's get some more of the fire. That should be it. So it looks like I need to grab the jar for my file for my 1.19.2 mod pack, since I messed up and thought it was going to be 1.19.4. Oh, I hate it when that happens. We're just finishing up some of the texturing on this band of material. If I go over to here, I think this is from where I had left off. Yeah. And let's put that in the left hand so we can pick in place. There we go. Like this. I don't like changing tools. Thunder, why did you have to use mud? Why? Why? Little self-sabotage right there. And mud and clay. Oh, please. Okay. Back into the easy stuff. Okay, that's already in place. But maybe some of that, some of that. Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, apparently using DuckDuckGo has a detector system on your browser and just assumes all jar files are harmful. Really? I must have disabled that on mine because I also use DuckDuckGo. So that must be a privacy setting that you can go in there and check. And I may have done that on mine so long ago that I've forgotten. But I've never had any problem with the jar files with DuckDuckGo. Oh, but you know what? I'm not using the DuckDuckGo browser. I use that for search. I'm actually using the Mozilla Firefox browser with the DuckDuckGo for the search. And I realize that DuckDuckGo has its own browser now, so I say now, but they've had it for like how many years? A lot. That does it, which is fine. Yeah. Okay, let's break this. Oh, I need to put this in the offhand. Thusly. Whatever. Whatevs. Ugh. All right. We're almost there. We are almost there, at least for this portion. Let's reload the offhand. There we go. And then we'll come right back around to the front. Really? Bye-bye. Why am I taking damage? That would be why. Done. And apparently I missed that last time. Okay. I'm digging it. Almost closed it up. Got a little bit more to do around this side here. There and there. Fuck. Hands, please. You're not helping there. Let's work together on this, shall we? Whatever. We can leave that. Wow, I thought I was a little bit further around on this one. Maybe. Maybe. I thought I was a little bit closer to closing this one up. Brain core. Yes. Left hand. Right. Correct. Yeah, okay, there it is. Might as well take my screenshot while I'm here. We still have a few minutes left of the stream. In fact, no, actually, we're at stream end. There we go. We have 2 opportunities for screenshots. Let me get caught up in chat. I've been just randomly updating on Reddit and chatting in the politics section because I didn't care and made carefully sure I didn't phrase anything in a Reddit bias that would suffer a downvote. While it could, it was highly unlikely the way I phrased it. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm here and still paying attention, but I'm moving villagers for you. Oh, thank you so much, Nebs. Nebs is talking about moving the villagers into the trading hall on the Buffooncraft server. And Nova asked if I could get him a Looting 3 book so he can get the... yeah, absolutely, of course. How are you breathing? I'm breathing because I'm using the conduit. So you don't see it, but and that's how everything's lit up under the water as well. Right, I think I placed the conduit around this side. Yeah, it's right in here. See? Tucked away under there. Okay, Taze, was double checking. Thank you. What's the radius on it? It's you know, I don't have the number. It's not 128 though. Let me see. 38. It's big. I suppose Nebula probably just looked that up. Well, we just ran out at about maybe 78. Oh, look at this dude. So I'm thinking its radius is probably about 64, right? I went a little bit past that, but the effect kind of stays with you a little bit before it drops off. Okay, I have 2 possible screenshots. Let's do this one over here back in the trade hall with the Bubble Vader. That might be another one. Ouch. Careful, thunder. Okay, yeah, let's get over here to the Chamber of Commerce. Hello, Duckin. And let me see, I need to go down to farmer level. Let's head on down. There it is, right there. Let's go eat some food. I can't remember, and I just looked it up like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I think it's around 64 nebs. All right, let's do this. Let's get that out of my inventory. And let's see if the shaders look any better with this. That's not bad. That's not bad. I forgot when I came back from my break that I was supposed to go into standing mode, and I've been sitting this whole time, which means my back is going to get wiped out. 32 to 96 depends if it is a full one. It's definitely a full one. So it's probably 96. Yeah. All right. Let us wrap up the stream. Let's have a look. See if any of our friends are streaming. Well, here's a person I have not been able to raid in a very, very long time. Let's go raid Nova. Yes, Nebs. And, of course, you see our mod. Nebs has put the raid message in the chat. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us. And I highly recommend that you do. And there's the Discord. Thank you so much. And even if you can't stay for the entire stream, if you could just drop in and say hi. And if you feel so inclined, a follow, some bits, subs, that would be really cool. Let's set up the raid itself. There it is. Okay, so the raid is counting down for the one and only Supernova Relic. Family-friendly viewers, even though he doesn't have his stream marked mature, it is PG-13, so sometimes there's a little bit of language and stuff in there. But Nova is super cool. Incredible builder, incredible Minecrafter, and configures the server and all... And everything for our server. He's just an amazing Minecrafter, all around a bang up guy. We all love him to death. So you'll not be disappointed. We have a lot of shared community. There'll be a lot of buffoons in there, so there'll be people you know in there. I think you're going to really, really enjoy it. Okay, with that said, just remember that we do this Generation stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be Friday. That'll be Buffooncraft Season 6. And the stream after that will be Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll be Kachi time. And next Wednesday's Generations will be Baby Zombie Rush Beta. Okay, raiding out to Supernova Relic now. Thank you so much for showing up today, everyone. Bye for now.